Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to start our 2025 NFL predictions. And with this season, we're going to start off with the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. And I threw up about 6 times in my mouth saying that. But last year they had an historic year, especially from Saquon Barkley, who ran for 2K, which he could have easily broke that record. And you could also thank Harry Roseman with one of the best rosters ever constructed. And the way 2025 is looking, the Eagles are set up to have good success yet again, thanks to high end talent. Now, looking at last year's schedule, things did not get off to a good start for this team. They started off 2-2 with a last second loss to the Falcons, and then they got their brakes blown out against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Granted, I remember AJ Brown not playing in those 3 game stretch. But after the bye week, I feel like they just hit the truck and nothing was stopping them. Basically sweeping the entire division except for one weird game against the Washington Commanders where Jalen Hurts got hurt, and the Eagles finished 14-3 for the second time in 3 years with a much more respectable schedule ease of schedule. Now in the playoffs, they did get off to they played the Green Bay Packers first, where they used their defense. The Los Angeles Rams, it was a snowy game where Saquon once again ran for 200 yards against the Rams, and the Commanders, that was just a bloodbath beatdown, as was their Super Bowl victory. A game that I did not watch because, well, I decided to have better things to do at my time than to watch 2 teams at the Super Bowl yet again. But for this season, we're going to do things a little different. Instead of me going over their whole offseason overview, I'm going to cut that off and we're just going to jump right into the schedule predictions.
Okay, first up is the Philadelphia Eagles, and their first game of the season is their division rival, the Dallas Cowboys. First home game since winning the Super Bowl, I think the Eagles should take care of their division rival in this one, getting the win. Next they have is already off the back, Kansas City going on the road, the team that they just beat in the Super Bowl. That is That's going to be pure cinema, and I will be watching it this time. But I think the Chiefs are thinking revenge. I got to go Kansas City to win this one. Next up, we have is the Los Angeles Rams. And for me, this one's a bit of a toss up. Part of me want to say the Eagles are going to win, but I think the Rams, like the Chiefs, also thinking revenge. Hopefully, I think this time they will have a game plan for Saquon Barkley, as in every other team. I think the Rams will get a tough road win over the Eagles. And then week 4, we have the Eagles' kryptonite, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the team that pretty much woke the Eagles up and had them go on that run. But I'm also gonna go with the Buccaneers. So the Eagles, yikes, 1-3 to start the season. But don't worry, things are actually gonna get a little better for you. Next up is the Denver Broncos. I do think they do have a better squad. I'm going to go ahead and give them a win. Next, we have is the New York Giants on Thursday night. I don't know why this game's in prime time. I'm going to give the Eagles a pure win there. And now we have the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota, it has a lot of unknowns. And while I do like Justin Jefferson, I don't know about JJ McCarthy because, again, we haven't seen him much. I'm going to give the Eagles a win here. And I have them sweeping the New York Giants. So after a 1-3 start, they've won 5. They have won 4 straight, heading into their bye week, and they got a tough one, not against the Green Bay Packers. And to me, Green Bay is another team I think is in a crossroads this year. I don't know what I think about them yet, But I do think the Packers are good. I don't think they're good enough to beat the Eagles. So make it 5 in a row for them. But now we got the NFC Championship game that we were robbed of seeing. The Detroit Lions. And I do think Detroit is probably going to hit a wall this year. They don't have Ben Johnson as their offensive coordinator anymore. I think the Eagles get a win here. But against the Dallas Cowboys, I do have them splitting the series there. And it takes us to their Black Friday game against the Chicago Bears. And in this one, I'm pretty hokey on the Bears again this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Eagles in this one. Against the Chargers, I'm actually gonna go with the Chargers on at home. This is a Monday night game, prime time. I'm gonna take the Chargers to win. So the Eagles are gonna go 0-2 against Los Angeles opponents. Against the Las Vegas Raiders, I'm gonna give them a win there. And the last 3 games are very interesting to me because we got the Commanders, Bills, Commanders again. And Commanders are set up for success this season. And I do think the Eagles are going to split. I don't know how it's going to split, but let me go ahead and give them a loss to the Bills. I'm going to go ahead and say Washington gets a win there. Eagles will win the Week 18 game. So they'll go 4-2 in the division and a 10-7 record. Very disappointing for a Super Bowl champion, but I do think it probably will be enough for them to get a playoff spot. But we'll have to see, wait and see on that. But anyway, tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Trust me, I know a bunch of you Eagle fans are going to disagree with me with this, but I want chaos this season. But thanks for watching. Gamble safely, and I'll see you next time.